Hello, my friend. Hello. Mwah. Happy Wednesday. It is hump day, and I'm going to make it extra good for you. This is a really juicy episode. In addition to everything mentioned in the headline, we also are talking Taylor Swift and so much more. But first, a little reminder. I am that fella, Perez Hilton, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and I go live here on YouTube every weekday, rain or shine, at this same exact time, 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific, and your support is so appreciated. By watching, you support, and if you want and can support in a more meaningful way, consider becoming a member of my channel. It's different than subscribing. If you become a member, you get a little badge, these little round stars. Melissa has a badge, Becky, Janet, Always About Me, Piali, his house, Michelle, Don David, Max, Ashley, and Ryan. And in addition to supporting and getting a badge, which lets everybody know that you're super cool, like Hack the Planet, you also get to chat live with me during all of my Hot Topics shows. So if you can, I would love to chat with you. And here we go. Oh my God, this is, what the fudge? They keep changing YouTube. How the hell do I change this now? Channel, pop out, freaking freck. Analytics, no. Sorry, I'm gonna get to this. Oh, I don't know, you could do that. Additional settings, enable DVR. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to, what the fuck? History. I'm gonna get this. I mean, I appreciate that YouTube is making a lot of changes. Oh, I figured it out. Thank God. All right. I'm old also, Susan Cox. So all of these, oh my God, so many changes. Crazy. All right, we got this. This won't happen tomorrow, I promise. All right, I'm going to switch this to member only mode. And here we go. Okay. I'm going to keep the lighting this way. It looks better for today. I'm having a good hair day. How old am I? I'm 47, Michelle. Although I think I look 43. All right, first, a big update in Los Angeles. You may have heard the police have made an arrest, or authorities, I should say. I don't actually know if it was the police who made the arrest, but federal authorities arrested someone in connection with the deadly and super destructive Palisades fire in Los Angeles. A Florida resident, this guy named Jonathan Rinderknecht, 29 years old. Interesting, even though the Palisades fire resulted in 12 deaths, this guy is only facing 20 years in prison. Does that seem like enough? And also interesting, he didn't actually start the Palisades fire. I mean, he did. He ignited the original fire on New Year's Day, which firefighters in Los Angeles thought they had put out. I don't understand how you make a mistake like this. Firefighters in Los Angeles thought they had put out this New Year's Day fire but it kept burning underground. Don't they have like thermal imaging maps, equipment that can tell them if there is a fire under the ground or not? I didn't even know there could be fires under the ground. Like, I'm bonker. That's bonker. That's wild. And I lived in Los Angeles for 20 years, actually. Speaking of that. All right, well, I hope they do bring more charges, Janet. This guy, Jonathan Rindernet, according to the charges, has this obsession with fires. He, according to chat GPT searches and cell phone videos that he took, authorities were able to paint the picture following an 8-month investigation that this guy was responsible. And an entire community is gone. It's just crazy to think. An entire village, the Palisades village, gone. But hopefully this arrest helps to bring closure for the families there. All right, in lighter news, although I don't know if it's light if you're him, Kevin Costner for a while now has had quite the reputation for being stubborn, difficult, and now The Hollywood Reporter has done a full-on hit piece. And I don't use that expression to discredit The Hollywood Reporter. I actually believe they're reporting. Maybe there's another way to have phrased it, but I haven't gotten around to reading it because it's a very lengthy article about getting into fights with co-stars, getting into fights with producing partners, getting into fights with directors and this and that. It's like, whoa, I would never want to work with, if I got a job working for Kevin Costner is the best. I love Kevin Costner. You know what I do love sincerely from the bottom of my heart? Horror movies. I love scary films. And I want to be in more of them. I need to be in more of them. Jason Blum of Blumhouse just gave an interview, and he hopefully is going to be able to do this. He says that his ultimate goal as a horror producer is to make a Friday the 13th and a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Those are my two white whales. We're always haggling. I make a run at them every day. I will never give up the quest. And if they make one without me, I'll chase the next movie. I think I know what white whale means, but that's not a very commonly used expression, is it? I think I know. What does it mean though? White whale meaning? An objective that is, you see, I didn't know what it meant. White whale, an objective that is relentlessly or obsessively pursued, but difficult to achieve. Interesting. I like it. Makes sense. I have not seen that Hack the Planet, but I did read that New York Times headline. I just saw the startling image of this Staten Island teenager who decapitated his father-in-law, his stepfather, because he wanted to see what schmurder was like. I appreciate the honesty. I bet a lot of schmurderers just think the same thing. Actually, that picture, wait, let me see if I can find it. New York Post cover today. Oh, it must have been yesterday's cover. Staten Island. Let me try to find it. It's crazy. Oh, I can't find the cover. Oh. I can't find the freaking cover now. Ugh! Oh, it kind of looks like this. Wild. Like he was covered in blood. Ah! Okay, we should probably not watch more. 19-year-old. Like full adult. Like that's an adult. You're a man. Bonkers. Oh, this other headline. Disturbed Staten Island teen who allegedly decapitated mom's boyfriend. Oh, just the boyfriend. Told sister, I did something bad when she arrived home to find him bloodied. The poor sister is just 16 years old. Insane. All right, sorry for this detour. I don't even know how I got here. How did I take this detour? Bonkers. Later on, we're going to get to Justin Baldoni. So if you're tuning in for that, I'm going to save it till the end of the show because there's a lot to get to. All right? All right. In lighter news, Hilaria Baldwin fue botada de Baila con las Estrellas. Hilaria Baldwin got the boot from Dancing with the Stars, and while Lauren Jauregui was angry at getting, the axe, Hilaria was sad and heartbroken, probably because she realizes it's a popularity contest and she's not very popular with the public. She was also on a podcast that aired yesterday, insisting that she is not a Nepo wife. Hilaria says that she got her gig on Dancing with the Stars all by herself, all on her own because of her. She says, if he ever made a call, that would make things easier for me. I would feel like I didn't deserve it. I'm a hard worker. I want to earn things on my own merit. I think especially because anybody who marries a celebrity is going to be accused of being a Nepo wife, said the host. Shannon! Bless you. Bless you, Shannon. What do you like about her, Julie? I don't like her. I can't get over the whole, intentionally deceitful. It's a grift. She's a grifter. I'm not down with that, personally. She might be good entertainment. I don't follow her. I didn't watch the TLC show with Alec Baldwin, but you guys, while we wait for later on in the show to get to Justin Baldoni, can we get this to 500 likes? There's 583 people watching right now. If every single person hits the like button, we'll be there. Hit the like button and we'll be at 500 likes. So don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, baby. Yes, that's how we do it. Keep the number rising. All right. Ilaria Baldwin also says, it makes you feel like you don't earn things, which is just a horrible feeling, especially as a Capricorn. A horrible feeling. But she does insist that Alec is very proud. He's very supportive. Alec is always extraordinarily supportive of me with working. Oh my God, I didn't even freaking know that. I did not. Oh my God. Hilaria Baldwin used to be a competitive ballroom dancer? What the fudge? Whenever Dancing with the Stars does that, it's so annoying. But then again, I did enjoy JoJo Siwa on the show. How did my Robert Irwin do last night? Oh, I gotta make a note of that. Robert, I gotta watch his performance. That cutie patootie. You know, it would not serve. Oh my God. Is he too young? You know what? He might be too like a cuddly teddy bear and too perfect, but if ABC was smart, they would make Robert Irwin the next Bachelor. Is he too nice? I mean, I guess the Bachelor is supposed to be nice, and the women are the ones that are like, meow, 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 meow. What Hack the Planet says, let's get this to 500 likes. You're amazing. Everybody keep the likes going. All right, let's keep it moving. In other TV related news, huge shocker. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched the season 2 finale of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, spoiler alert, but this has been making headlines all over. I'm going to guess some of you have heard by now, and it's a Disney Channel show. This is for kids now, but you've been warned. Selena Gomez, who is one of the executive producers of the reboot of Wizards of Waverly Place, her character died. Her character, that's the headline. I could be wrong, Maria. Her character did not die? Wait, let me look it up again. Selena Gomez. I keep seeing headlines that her character is dead. Let me see what Variety says. Alex Russo believed to be... She sacrificed herself for her daughter. Oh God, this is too... I don't need a frickin' recap. Just tell me Variety's... They're on a mission to find her? All right, so she's not dead then. Let me see what Billboard says. Okay, during a final confrontation with Lord Morses, Gomez's character sacrifices herself by sealing herself inside a portal, dragging the villain in with her. That might be the last fans see of Miss Russo, unless Billy, Justin, and his kids have anything to say about it. At the very end, the gang resolves to find a way to locate and save Alex. Oh, she's not dead. Hello, it's the Disney Channel. It's a cliffhanger. They'll find her first episode of the next season. Speaking of Selena Gomez, according to multiple reports, Selena Gomez's kidney donor, Francia Raisa, was not invited to her wedding. You know, donating your kidney, JC, is exactly that, Kyle. It's a donation. And sometimes relationships, friendships, even family. Francia Raisa, though, did give an interview talking about Selena recently, and you could tell she was a little salty that she had not received a wedding invite. It's an interview that was conducted in Spanish, and she said the following. This is translated into English. Selena Gomez's kidney donor, Francia Raisa, to her. I know she's getting married, and I'm very happy for her. And look, she has a life, and she's already a billionaire. And I am grateful that I could do that for her. Donate a kidney for her. Look, from the beginning, the doctors told me it's a donation. If you're going to donate $1 to St. Jude or somewhere else, you're not going to call to say, hey, what are you doing with my dollar? It's a donation, and it's something nice that I was able to do. I am grateful that I'm alive, and I can say that I have saved a life. Then the interviewer asks about rumors of a feud, and Francia says, well, right now, what you are asking me is nonsense that has been made up in the media. There are too many rumors. I've never said anything. When that rumor came out that I had gotten angry or something like that because she was smoking, I wasn't aware of the rumors, Francia Raisa says of Selena Gomez. She claims that TMZ reached out to ask about the accusations, but she was working and never addressed it. So, what you're asking are rumors. No one knows what's going on, and neither she nor I are talking about it. And one day, maybe we will address it. I hope this doesn't come across the wrong way, but the older I get, the more I realize my mother was right. Holy hell, over 1,000 people watching now. Welcome, everybody. We're going to talk about Justin Baldoni in just a little bit. Right now, when I wrap up Selena Gomez, we're going to talk about Nicole Kidman. And so much more. There's 1,000 people watching. If everybody can hit that like button, we can get to 1,000 likes in the next minute. Let's go. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Like this video. I want to get to at least 500 likes. Wow. So many of you here. Appreciate you. Anyways, what I was saying is the older I get, the more I agree with my mother on so much. And also the more I'm becoming like my mother. My mother, for decades, has told me, friends are great, but friends will come and friends will go. What matters most is family. And she's right. And I live my life that way. That's why I tell my kids every day, When I drive them to school, I have them recite to me our family credo, the 8 most important things in life. And number 1 is family. Number 2 is work very hard. Number 3 is listen. Number 4 is don't lie. Number 5 is be healthy. Number 6 is have fun. Number 7, fudge. I'm getting confused because we say it in Spanish. Breathe. And I don't even remember. Whatever. I've made a video about it in the past. Anyways, big hug to you, Ryan. All right, Nicole Kidman is on the cover of Vogue magazine. Good for her. She's on the cover of Vogue and was interviewed in August in London. And the journalist, Wendell Stevenson, now says that he guessed during the chat that Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban had gone their separate ways, but, quote, didn't want to pry. What made him think that Kidman and Urban had called it quits after 19 years of marriage? The Vogue scribe says, when I asked about how she felt now in her 50s, I had expected to hear a nice, trite response about the sagacity of age. I'm going to have to look up sagacity now. Sagacity. A man of great political sagacity, the quality of being sagacious. Sagacious. Having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. Shrewd. Sagacious. He's very sagacious. She's very sagacious. Having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. Shrewd. I would not say I'm sagacious. Oh no, Kyle. Sometimes family is not... Sean Ari, bless you. Bless you, you angel. And hello, new members. Thanks to Sean Ari Perez. Appreciate you. Double tap the screen or hit the like button. Is that how you like a video? You double tap the screen? I'm trying to do it myself, but it didn't work. Anyways, I love that we learn something new every day. Sagacious. Now we know. Anyways, the Vogue journalist says of Nicole Kidman, what did she say to the question, about how she felt now in her 50s? Kidman replied, this is back in August, after the split from Keith Urban, before the news had made public. She said, how many times do you have to be taught that you think you know where your life is going, and then it isn't going in that direction? Okay. But that's not a bad thing. I don't have religious faith, but I do have faith. I have faith in myself. I have faith in the process. I have faith in life. I know because my 47 years of life have shown me that the difficult times are temporary. I'm lucky. I am lucky also, Sometimes life hits you too hard. Like tomorrow, I could be in the worst car crash that leaves me paralyzed from the neck down, unable to move my hands, feet, or anything. That would be I don't know. I don't even want to say anything else, but I'm so grateful. And I was really stressed. I was racing to get home because I did a long interview today in person for a local news station. They have this new program where they do in-depth interviews. And, I said so much, but one of the things that I said was everybody well, not everybody, but for the most part, most people have aspects of their jobs that they don't like. I don't like that I work so hard. I still love what I do. I'm grateful to do it, but I don't have FU money in the bank. I don't have enough money to retire. They say to retire, you should have $100,000 saved per year. I plan to live at least 40 more years. I don't have enough money to save. What's that, $4 million? I don't have $4 million cash in the bank. Everybody has things about their jobs that they don't like for the most part. Nobody's life is perfect for the most part. But I am so grateful. I am so grateful that I still do enjoy my job. And when I do work hard, I know that I'm working hard for myself and my kids. Actually, I'm working hard for them. If I didn't have enough money, if I didn't have children, I would probably have been able to retire. That might be too much. I don't know. How much money should you have saved to retire? I think it's God, it's wild. How the fudge can you retire? The rule says that you need to save enough to cover 70 to 80% of your pre-retirement income for your desired lifestyle. But a precise amount depends on your age, income, and retirement plan. Rules of thumb say you need 10 times your annual income by age 67. Wow. It is what it is. Trying to get to 500 likes, y'all. Double tap, double tap, double tap, tap. All right, let's keep it moving because we still got to get to Justin Baldoni. Ay, ay, ay. But first, you know what? I had a little light bulb moment go off. Timothée Chalamet is already an A-list actor, right? He is both a box office draw and a critical darling. And I had a thought today, which is Timothée Chalamet is going to have a very long career because he's doing something that nobody else amongst his peers is doing. Timothée Chalamet has really harnessed the power of social media to market his movies. He treats his film rollouts like Taylor Swift does her album rollouts. He's got this new movie coming out called Marty Supreme, and he just did this live stream where it was just so smart. Like, he went live and he shaved his head, and I think he's going to inspire more actors to be more social media savvy. And not just with regards to, like selling products. He's selling the most important product, his film. You know, not just like, ooh, I'm going to come out with a tequila line or something like that. No, I am going to figure out how to be a rock star in movie marketing because that's my job. Let me show you this, actually. It's so cool. Timothée Chalamet. He is still dating Kylie Jenner. We talked about that yesterday. Look at this. Like, who else does this? I saw this posted today, or yesterday. Oh, my screen is so dirty. Marty Supreme is the name of the new movie. This is a clip from his live stream. Like, how? Look at that. Like, that's a stunt. Like, that's just cool. It's different. I like it. Like, he spent money on this live stream. I mean, the one problem is this doesn't tell me anything about the movie, but it creates awareness for the film. This is a little Kanye-esque. I'm like, I don't mind the weirdness, but I'm bored, so I'm gonna stop watching that. All right, in other news, do you guys remember Nate Ruess? Nate Ruess, the lead singer for that band Fun. Tonight, we are young. He has reunited with his very first band called The Format, and they are releasing a new album. And the new song, the single, is out. It's their first album in 20 years. How cool. Their first album in 20 years. And the song is called Holy Roller by The Format, featuring Nate Ruess. And I like it. I mean, it's not a hit, but it's a good song. I feel like I need to clean my screen now. Sorry, my brain is like OCD. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. God damn it. Oh, I just broke my shorts. Damn it. I caught it in the door handle. That's what I get for walking fast. Ugh. God damn it. All right. Hey, Carolina. All right, cleaning. I just realized, oh my God, my kids make fun of me all the time. I make the funniest faces whenever I'm like cleaning anything. I'm not doing it now because I'm talking to you all, but like whenever I clean dishes or I clean the house, like I'm always like so focused and concentrated and a bit angry, you might even say. But I love cleaning. Cleaning makes me happy. I should clean my computer screen more often. All right. Oh my God, you guys, almost at 500 likes. Ah! I am Perez Hilton. I go live here on YouTube every weekday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay. In other news that is music related, do you guys know Zach Bryan? I had never heard of him before. He is this country music singer, but he is popular. He's the one that I think got into all the drama with that influencer who's on that podcast. You know what I'm talking about? Well, he just released a song that's upset a lot of people. Let's take a listen.
Didn't wake up, dead or in jail. Some out of town boys been giving us hell. I got some bad news. Woke up missing you. My friends are all degenerates, they're all I got. Generational talent of dropping the block. Heard the cops came. Cocky motherfuckers ain't they? Ice is gonna come bust down your door. Tried to build a house, no one builds no more. But I got a telephone. The kids are all scared and all alone. The bars stop bumping, the rock stop rolling, my middle fingers rising and it won't stop showing. Got some bad news, fading on the red, white, and blue.
So, you know, he's a country music singer. And wait, that's not him? I think it is him. Zach Bryan, that Brianna Chicken Free girl. Yeah, Brianna Chicken Fry. I was right. It is him. He's very popular. He plays stadiums. That's crazy. I saw a clip of him playing. He plays stadiums. That's how popular Zach Bryan is. Stadiums are 40,000, 50,000 people, some bigger. That girl, Maria. Anyways, a lot of his fans are upset with this song because it's political. He's talking about ICE and missing friends and crying children. And they're like, we don't want that from you. We stay out of politics, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh. I liked it. Sounded cool to me. And I like when artists get real. Y'all, I'm obsessed. Today is a good hair day. Oftentimes I'm critiquing my hair, but what if I let it grow? What if I let it grow long, but I do need to trim the sides. Anyways, keeping it moving, keep it cute. You know, I can acknowledge when I'm wrong. I can acknowledge when I'm wrong. I know that you may not agree with me, but I can say I made a mistake and I'm about to. That song, Golden, from the K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack, when I first heard it, I hated it, but now I can't get enough of it. And I saw the 3 women that sing the song perform it on The Tonight Show. I was so impressed. So good. Singing live and sounding great. And I love that song now. I'm going up is the moment, living golden, living golden. It just felt really cheesy the first time I heard it. I'm like, this is number 1. This is so cheesy. It's so like long. But I don't know. It wore me down. It wore me down. Congrats to them. It did, you know what? It really, even though I'm Latino, it made me happy to see these 3 Asian women representing for themselves and their community. You know, if I was a young Asian girl or boy, I would love to see them doing their thing. And I'm not, and I love to see them doing their thing. So congratulations to them. All right. Also, holy freaking hell. I'm going to save this because I don't want you to quit watching me to go watch this instead. Stay tuned for a little programming note at the end after we talk about Justin Baldoni. But first, almost at 500 likes, y'all. Wait, I got to show you the hole that I just did in my pants, my shorts. Look at that. Aww. That was not there before. These were new shorts. Such a bummer. Maybe my mom can sew them. Let me ask her. She's not really a sewer, but she's learned. Grandma, welcome, Mockingbird. I had a little accident. I caught my shorts in the door handle and look at that hole. Can you sew that? You know how to sew? Can you sew that?
I don't know. I'm going to try.
All right, let me give them to you now.
No, not now.
Yeah.
I have to do it now.
Why not?
Because I'm look how many things I have to go do now.
What did you do with that yellow bucket that I had?
Oh, I put it in this side.
Oh, you can have that.
Ah, okay. I will keep it for something.
And you can have all of this too. Hold on, let me put this on mute for 20 seconds. All right, we're back. We're going up. Oh my God, 4 more likes to 500. Thank you. Holy moly. I don't know why, but 500 likes made me so excited. Thank you. Oh, I don't think I've ever had that many likes on a live before. I appreciate you. Yay. Okay. It is official. Taylor Swift has surpassed Adele for the biggest first week ever in the US. Over 3.2 and growing million copies of her new album, Masterful. And I still see people complaining about all of the variants and this. Listen, I am a capitalist. My parents fled communist Cuba to start over again in the United States. If Taylor Swift wants to sell 1,000 variants, I don't care. The fans that want to buy it will buy it. The fans that don't want to buy it won't. Yay, capitalism. Yay, girl boss. Yay, boy boss. Yay, Taylor Swift. I ain't gonna hate on the game. She got game. I love Opalite too. It's my favorite. Can't stop jamming to it. Also, I like Wood. I know that a lot of people don't like Wood, but I'm into it. However, I did not like Travis Kelce's response to all of the questions about Wood. Travis was interviewed, I don't know, but he was having a conversation with his brother on his podcast, and obviously the song about his pee-pee came up, and Travis started laughing and said, "It's a great song." Jason then said, "Do you feel Wood?" Travis responded, no, any song, that she references me in is very, I love that girl. What do you mean? Any song that she would reference me in any way. Jason hit back at his argument, pointing out that it wasn't a song about Travis, but about his appendage, to which Taylor's boyfriend responded, what? I think you're not understanding the song. No way. I mean, whatever. Funny. And they sure are getting the people talking. And you know what? So am I. Apparently, I have upset Louis Tomlinson fans. I'm not sorry. I was only spitting facts. I did not say that Louis Tomlinson's tour, his arena tour of North America, was going to flop. I just pondered how it would do. I wondered if it would do well because Louis Tomlinson does not have any hit solo songs. That is a fact. I went and looked, and the highest that Louis Tomlinson has ever charted as a solo artist is a peak of number 40 on the Billboard Hot 100. I would call peaking at number 40 not a hit song. It was that one song with BB Rexa and a few other people, remember? But I want him to win. I hope he does well. And I appreciate his fans blowing up my comments section. Hi, stick around. I don't think I said anything mean. Did I say anything mean? What Me22 said, continue to hit the like button. Anyways, all right. On to Justin Baldoni. Bleep, blop, bloop. Okay. There has been a big development over in the Jones versus Abel case. I don't know why it's called Jones versus Abel because it's, we got a lot of updates. Oh my God. Okay. Yesterday, I don't know why it's called Jones versus Abel because it's Abel, Jen Abel, Justin Baldoni's publicist, but it's also all of the Wayfair defendants. I just noticed that I have something on my lip. How long has that been there for? Why did you not tell me? What is that? Food, probably. Why did you not tell me? All right. Here we go. Yesterday, Stephanie Jones filed an emergency letter motion to compel. Let's take a look at this. I don't know all of the details yet. So we're going to get into this together. You might have already heard this, or maybe you're hearing it for the first time. Remember, this is Baldoni and crew versus Stephanie Jones, the former boss of Jen Abel and Baldoni's former publicist, whom he and Wayfair fired. To the Honorable Judge Lyman, who's overseeing this related litigation as well. Pursuant to Rules 1C and 4C of the court's individual rules and practices, Stephanie Jones and Jones Works, LLC, respectfully submit this emergency letter motion to compel Wayfair Studios, LLC, to produce Jamie Heath as Wayfair's corporate designee for a Rule 30b-6 deposition on October 9th, tomorrow, as had previously been agreed. The Jones parties initially served a Rule 30b-6 notice on Wayfair on July 25th. The Jones parties also separately served a deposition subpoena on Mr. Heath. Jamie Heath is Baldoni's producing partner and the head honcho over at Wayfair. The Jones parties also separately served a deposition subpoena on Mr. Heath personally on July 22nd, service of which was accepted by the Wayfarer party's counsel on Mr. Heath's behalf that same day. Wayfarer is a named defendant in the Jones party's complaint and has asserted counterclaims against the Jones parties. Mr. Heath is Wayfarer's CEO. Welcome, trader! The parties spent weeks negotiating the deposition schedule in this and the related lively action. Early in those negotiations, Wayfarer proposed combining the depositions of Mr. Heath and Wayfarer due to his likely designation as a Rule 30b-6 witness. With this shared understanding that Mr. Heath would be Wayfarer's corporate designee, Wayfarer and the Jones parties negotiated a combined personal and corporate representative deposition for Mr. Heath. Okay, I get it. The agreed upon date, however, needed to be rescheduled due to the Wayfarer party's persistent discovery failures, including producing more than 80,000 pages of documents in the lively matter shortly before Mr. Heath's deposition was to take place. The Jones parties therefore requested an extension of the discovery schedule for the deposition of Mr. Heath, Justin Baldoni, and Steve Sarowitz to allow the Jones parties to meaningfully review and utilize the belatedly produced documents in depositions, which the court granted on September 17th. Okay. Now, at 5:27 p.m., so they were supposed to depose him on October 9th. Now, at 5:27 p.m., the evening before the start of Mr. Heath's testimony in the lively matter, and 2 days before his testimony in the Jones matter, Wayfarer has purported to serve untimely objections to the Rule 30b-6 notice to every noticed topic to withdraw Mr. Heath as its corporate designee and refuse to designate another witness in his stead. How is that possible? How could they refuse to name a corporate designee? That doesn't make sense. Do any of you know what the reasoning would be? Well, we'll get to it because Wayfarer filed a response to this. So, the Jones parties respectfully request that the court compel Wayfarer to maintain its designation of Mr. Heath as Wayfarer's corporate designee for the Rule 30b-6 deposition on Thursday, October 9th, the date Mr. Heath's deposition is scheduled. Wayfarer's 11th hour about face is nothing more than a bald attempt to avoid producing anyone to testify under oath on its behalf and is flatly inconsistent with its months of representations to the contrary. Also, it should be interesting to note that some of you might think I haven't been making a lot of It Ends With Us videos recently. That's because we're in a very different stage in the litigation now. As this letter explicitly says, and this is why I read everything, the parties have been in deposition nearly every day for the last 3 weeks, meaning they've been really busy with depots. And we don't know, we don't have the transcripts and we don't know what's been going on in those depositions, unfortunately. I wish. They should be suing William Morris, Melanie. So, all right. They filed this emergency motion to compel Jamie Heath. Wayfarer and Jones responded saying, defendant and Counterclaimant Wayfair Studios respectfully opposes the motion of the plaintiffs and the counterclaim defendants, Stephanie Jones and Jones Works, for an order compelling the deposition of Wayfarer pursuant to Rule 30b-6 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. The Jones parties moved for a limited extension of the discovery schedule for the depositions of Mr. Sarowitz, Mr. Heath, and Mr. Baldoni. Oh God, how dumb. Listen, I'm Team Truth, and I call it like I see it. Do they need to put up a fight for everything? This is dumb. They never sought an order to extend the time for the Rule 30b-6 deposition of Wayfarer, nor did they meet and confer on such an extension. They simply assumed that the deposition could still proceed after the close of fact discovery without leave of the court. Yes, Kyle, he is. There's actually a hearing scheduled for later this month on that. The Jones parties neglected to seek leave of the court to take the Rule 30b-6 deposition of Wayfarer after the close of fact discovery, but served a notice of deposition set for after fact discovery closed. The fact that they now belatedly realize their omission does not constitute good cause to modify the scheduling order, nor would it be unfair to the Jones parties, who unilaterally noticed their late scheduled deposition with no prompting from Wayfarer. The Jones parties have not been generally diligent in pursuing the deposition of Wayfarer. They never sought nor obtained Wayfarer's consent to take its deposition out of time. Their request to be excused from the consequences of their neglect appears instead to result from carelessness or a change in litigation strategy. For the foregoing reasons, this court should deny the Jones party's motion. Oh, and look at this. Earlier today, Blake Lively's bestie, Judge Lyman, already ruled on this emergency motion from yesterday. Let's see what he has to say. Louis J. Lyman, United States District Judge. Stephanie Jones and Jones Works, the Jones parties, filed an emergency letter late last night seeking an order compelling Wayfarer Studios to produce Jamie Heath as its corporate designee for a deposition on October 9th. Wayfarer filed a letter early this morning opposing the motion. Wayfarer asserts that neither Heath nor any other designee need testify because fact discovery has closed, and the Jones parties have not demonstrated good cause for extending the deposition deadline. Wayfarer's opposition is meritless, and the motion to compel is granted. On September 17th, the court granted the Jones party's motion to extend the deadline to complete the depositions of Heath, Steve Sarowitz, and Justin Baldoni until October 10th. The order did not specify or limit the capacities in which Heath, Sarowitz, and Baldoni would testify. The court granted the request due to the Wayfarer party's deficient and delayed document productions, including their failure to honor court-ordered deadlines. At the same time, the Jones parties and Wayfarer had already agreed that Heath would be deposed in his individual capacity and as a Rule 30b-6 witness for Wayfarer. In fact, it appears that counsel for Wayfarer were the ones who proposed combining the depositions. Since then, both parties have operated under the assumption that Heath and Wayfarer's deposition would occur simultaneously. Thus, when the application was made to extend the deadline for Heath's deposition, it encompassed his testimony in both a Rule 30b-1 and Rule 30b-6 capacity. Accordingly, the reissued notice for Wayfarer's deposition was not untimely and complied with the court's order. Contrary to Wayfarer's suggestion, the Jones parties are not guilty of a lack of diligence, neglect, or some belated realization. They accommodated Wayfarer's proposal that Heath testify in both a Rule 30b-1 and 30b-6 capacity, and upon issuance of the court's September 17th order, they promptly served notices requiring his testimony in both capacities. Indeed, the Jones parties reissued notices later that very day indicating that Heath and Wayfarer's depositions would occur at the same place and at the same time. Wayfarer did not object until roughly 3 weeks later on the eve of the scheduled depositions. Wayfarer is therefore ordered to produce Heath as its corporate designee for a deposition on October 9th. So ordered. I get it, lawyers are going to lawyer, but I don't know. I feel like, help me understand this if you're a lawyer. What is the point of making an argument that you know you're going to lose? And I guess that's the most important part. Upsetting the judge is not that. Who cares about upsetting the judge? Because I think that judges need to be held to a high standard. Meaning, even if you have lawyers that are childish, I believe it's a judge's responsibility to always rise above. And the judge needs to be the mature person. But what's the point in fighting something that you know you're going to lose? Like, what was the point in fighting this? I don't get it. Absolutely, Michelle. It goes both ways. Like that whole Rule 47.1 BS, it goes both ways. Absolutely. I mean, I understand fighting something for the PR value, but what was the PR? There's no PR value in fighting and objecting to Jamie Heath being deposed. The mainstream media is not covering the Jones lawsuit. The mainstream media doesn't care about Jamie Heath. In fact, a lot of influencers don't even care either. I don't get it. All right. One last story, but before that, if you are a supporter of the truth, I'm selling Team Truth merch. You can get my Team Truth collection, my Team Perez collection, my Grab Your Friends, Wear Your Florals, my Fran collection, and more at my official merch store at buypopstuff.com. That's buypopstuff.com. Also, you want to know a great way to support your boy Perez? If you can, and everybody can, because it's free, read my website every day, perezhilton.com. Log on after this video, go to perezhilton.com. It is free. It is fabulous. I'm burpy. Also, get a personalized video from me on the Cameo website. I love making them for you all. You can book one at cameo.com/Perez Hilton. That's cameo.com/Perez Hilton. Also, if you like my podcast, we have an exclusive episode coming out tomorrow just for our Patreon supporters. Sign up today for our Patreon at patreon.com/Perez Hilton. All right. If you watched until the end and you still want more content, it was a 15-minute episode. I love rich people. Like, I love watching the homes of the rich and famous. Like, wow, if I had that much money, wow. Zoe Deschanel, moved to New York City, and she's either engaged or married to one of those Scott brothers. You know, the real estate brothers, the Scott brothers. I don't know, whatever. Let me see, Zoe Deschanel. Yeah, Jonathan Scott. Holy hell. Their New York City apartment, their New York City home was just featured, highlighted. They did a whole piece on it in Architectural Digest. There's a video on YouTube. Wow, so pretty, so colorful, so me. Oh my God, I would love to host that show, Kyle. I've thought about that before. I would love to host Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Even if it's just rich people, right? It doesn't need to be famous. Anyways, actually, that's a good way to end. The host of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous was Robin Leach. Rest in peace, Robin Leach. If you are watching until the end, you are the 1%. Thank you. Watching until the end is the most meaningful way of supporting your favorite creators. Say Robin in the comments section. Robin. And thoughts on anything and everything that we've covered. Let's discuss it all. And I will see you tomorrow at our normal time. 4:15 p.m. Pacific. 7:15 p.m. Eastern. 12:15 a.m. UK time. And what is it, 2:15 p.m. Australia? I don't know. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Mwah. See you in the comments. Say Robin. Bye.